Alright guys, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for a real and more serious Street Fighter Duel video. I hope you guys realise the video I put out earlier was just me having a little bit of a joke. No one's too angry with me. But hey, you know what? It's been a couple of days since I put a video out. I wanted to have a bit of fun and that was my idea of fun. So anyway, in this video we're going to go into the effigy clash and I'm going to talk about ways to score more points, right? Now, Mark put out a video quite recently talking about this, however I just want to go into a bit more detail and show you other ways that you can achieve the same thing. Basically, I'm going to have to probably get I'll probably have to get about 4 of these to show you what I'm talking about, right? So I'm going to have to do this a few times to show you really what I'm talking about, okay? So up top I am going to use a couple of different moves. Obviously the first one being Go Malagia Ken. Now, for probably 90% or more of the player base, you're probably not going to have this memory, okay, or EX skill. I'm using it in this video at the start just to kind of show you a visual of what's happening and explain to you what's happening, okay? So if we go to, it's got to be something that does hits. I think we will use probably Tanuki Whirl. Yeah, we'll go with Tanuki Whirl, right? So we'll put Tanuki Whirl in here, that's fine. So I've got 3 EX skills in there, okay? And the first one I'm going to use is actually going to be nothing. I'm not going to use anything at all, right? So if you look straight up, the combo I'm going to use is Blanca into my heal, into Blanca, into Bison, right? So here we go. I'm going to put this on manual. I'm also going to slow it down so that you can see exactly what's happening. So we're going to wait for the shield to come up, right? And I need you guys to pay attention to the top of the screen, right? So if you look along the bar at the top, you'll see that there's certain buffs that appear. So the shield's about to appear after the little spikes come up from the ground. So now the shield's appeared and you can see 20, right? So if I pop his AoE, for each one of those hits, that reduced by 1, right? So not the damage, the number of hits that reduced by a count of 1, okay? So if you can see, every single time he's got a shield, whenever you land damage from one of your characters, the shield will reduce by 1, right? So let's quit. Bang. Let's leave. So basically what happens is when you trigger the Go Malagia skill, it's doing enough hits that it will instantly clear the shield, right? So it goes and it's doing like all these rapid hits to cause you to lose that shield. Now if we go in here, and this time what we're going to do is we are going to try some other EX skills to see how quickly it can clear the shield, so that you guys can potentially yourselves maybe get a score that's better without having to rely on pay to win sort of a EX skills. It's probably going to mean I need to remove Vigilante actually, because obviously Vigilante is, I guess, what you would class as a pay to win skill. So I'll take Vigilante out and we'll go with the Ken EX skill and we'll go with Tanuki Whirl, right? So let's go in here and we'll see what happens with these guys. So still on manual, I'm going to speed it up just a bit because it takes too long, right? So the whole spiky thing from the ground should happen around about now, I believe, after this next little green line comes out. So there's our first one. They've got the shield. Let's see how many hits Ken's takes away. Ken's reduces it to 13, so at that point you would hit auto and you would carry on with your combo skill. And you can see now I've already started getting some damage into the boss, okay? So that was not as ideal, right? So let's see if Tanuki Whirl does any better, right? So we'll come back out, go back in, challenge, fight. So we're going to see if for free-to-play players that Tanuki Whirl is actually a better option here. So I think Ken's took it down to, what was it, 12? I think it was 12. So let's just see here. So we're waiting for it to build up. It's building up, it's building up, it's building up. Should be coming any second. So you can see the 20s at the top, pop Tanuki Whirl. Actually, I think Ken's is better, right? So it looks as though if you are someone who is a free-to-play player and you do not have the Go Malagia attack thing, EX skill, you're probably going to be better off going with Ken's. Ken is going to wipe that shield out faster for you, right? That would be the key to doing this. Now, if you are someone who has got the Gore Malagia skill, so if you summoned a little bit and then you realised, oh, you know what, I don't want to do this. If you just got that EX skill, even at basic level, it's still going to clear the shield, right? So even at 1 star, it's still going to clear the shield out for you. So you can use that to pop the shield and kind of maximise your score. But the way to really maximise your score is to do it manually, right? And I know a lot of you guys probably already do play the game manually, but let's have a look at how you would kind of ideally want to do this if you were someone who was going to use those skills, right? Now, I know not everyone can use those skills, so you just basically have to mix in damaging skills, because no matter what damaging skills you've got, they're going to make that shield go away faster. So whether it's your Ken, whether it's your Tanuki Whirl, I think that's about it. I mean, does the potato one hurt the enemy? I can't remember. I think it might hurt them a little bit. But as long as it's doing damage, it's going to reduce the number of turns it takes to remove that shield, right? So go in here. I've got 1 left, so I'm going to try and make this a serious run. So if I'm half paying attention to what's going on, then this is the reason why, right? So this is kind of how you would want to do this. So I'm going to set this to 2 speed so that I can try and do this manually. I am awful at playing manually, right? I'm absolutely terrible at playing manual. So let's go in here. Now you don't want to do auto, because obviously auto is going to use up your EX skills, right? So we'll go in manually, put it onto manual. So immediately I'm going to attack, right? So we're going to first pop off our Blanca, heal, just for the sake of it. Blanca again, into this. Now we're going to wait, right? So we're going to wait now. So at this point, we're going to wait until we see that green thing coming along, and then the shield appearing, then we're going to pop the Gore Malagia, then we're going to go back into our combo chain, right? So we're going back into our combo chain. You can do this twice, right? You can do this twice. So pop it again, bang, 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 and then bang. I actually don't think Bison got that last one off, right? So I'm going to wait now for the shield to come back up. I believe it's going to come up in a second. Here we go. So then the shield should be back now. Pop that, then we're going to go. Now, unfortunately, I've lost some people, right? Because I was a little bit not on the ball there with my attacking. Like I explained to you guys, I am not very good at attacking manually. But ideally, what you want to try and do, if you can, is time it so that you can stop, pop the shield, stop, pop the shield, right? It's difficult. It is difficult to do. Now, probably the better strategy would be if you're not someone who is really good at manual play. And you know what? A lot of you are. I mean, a lot of you guys are actually superb at manual play. So for you guys, that might be an absolute doddle for you to do, right? Now, because I'm not going to do that, I am going to go with a more tried and tested way of doing this for me, which would be obviously putting in additional crit damage, going to put in a little bit of healing just to be safe. Does this hit anyone? No, I don't think it does, right? So I've got myself a little bit of healing now. I've got myself to go Malagia. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my first combo, like normal, like I said. I'll do my first combo, because that's absolutely fine. Pop that here, bang, pop you, bang, pop you. See, I was too fast there. See, I do this because I'm so bad at manual play. I just want to quit and do that one more time. Because I've noticed this before, when you're doing manual with Blanca, you need to give it a second, and I go too quick. So here we go, Blanca, bang, I'll wait a second, then I'll pop heal, then I can use his AoE, then I can use this. So now we're just going to wait. We'll wait for the shield to come back. Like we already established, Gore Malagia is the only one that does enough hits to clear it in the one go. Now I'm going into full auto mode, right? Now again, my recommendation for you, if you are good at manualing, would be watch the runs, right? Watch the runs, see how long you've got between runs. So if it's a case of you can do 2 combos before he next pops the shield, then do 2 combos and stop. Wait for the shield, pop your next attack-based EX skill, kill the shield a bit faster, then start your combo. Then that way, if you're using, for example, your Fashion Blanca as your DPS, then most of his hits are going to hit the enemy and not just be used breaking down the shield. Now, the good thing about Blanca is he does do multiple hits with his attack, so he will break the shield, right? absolutely he will break the shield. So, I mean, it might be advantageous for you to do that. But what you can also do if you're a free-to-play player, and I'm going to do this just now, although the example I'm going to give, you would basically need to change it a little bit if you are free-to-play, right? So I'll use one more run here, and what I'm going to do is I am actually going to swap out, of all people, I'm going to swap out Bison. Am I going to swap out Bison? No, I'm actually going to swap out the healer, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go AoE, into AoE, into AoE, into AoE, right? That's what I'm going to do. The reason I'm going to do that is because if I look at Chun-Li, you can see from her skill 1, she will strike the enemy multiple times. Now it's 3 times that she strikes the enemy. If we compare that to her skill 2, she hits it, I mean, she hits the enemy 7 times on her second one. It might be better doing that. How many times does Blanca hit the enemy on his second skill? Might actually work out better doing combo 2, but then who's going to do combo 3? I don't think I can do it, because if I do that, then I'm not going to have a combo 3. So I'm going to go with this, right, because she's going to hit the enemy multiple times, right? Might work out, might not work out. I guess we'll find out when we do it just now. But you've got other characters you can use. Like, actually, you know what? Normal Chun-Li might be better. But then it's the same thing, I'd need combo 2, right? Anyway, it doesn't matter. If you can have someone who's going to do multiple hits, it's going to help you break down the shield faster if you do not have these EX skills, right? So, I don't want you up there. I'll put you up there for fun. And you know what? We will swap you with you. No. We'll swap you with you. Go to this. So that's right, AoE, 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 AoE. Right, let's see how this one goes. I'm still going to use the same strategy, okay? I am going to do the first combo, then I'm going to wait. Okay, then bang. So now I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for that shield to appear. Once that shield appears, we'll bust the shield, and then we'll go into full auto mode, right? So the shield should be upon us now. There you go. Hit that. Bang, then we're going to go full auto, right? So now we're going to go full auto, and I'm going to see if this multi-hitting strategy is going to actually work out better, because again, the more hits that the character does, boom, 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 it's going to clear that shield faster, right? So maybe even having characters on your team like Viper coming in for assist could maybe help you out, because obviously Viper counts as a hit, and that will help clear off that shield faster, you know? So let's see how we're doing here. Not so well. Not so well, but to be honest, that's probably more to do with my team building than anything else. So, you know, but it did clear the shields off fast. You've seen the shields disappeared faster. It just didn't make any difference to the score. So the best score I got overall was just using the straight tactic of having my Fashion Blanca do most of the damage, use the Goa Malagia to pop the shield early, and then just letting it go. So I'm going to do that one more time, just as a sort of a, this is how you do it. Actually, you know what might work better? Who can do a skill 1? Blanca can do a... No, he can't go from his main skill into a skill 1. See, that's really annoying. I hate that. Right, we'll swap you back to you. That's fine. She gets flame... What do you call it anyway? And then we'll throw you up to here. Your hits might be useful. However, Cammy also hits and she does armor break. So we'll just keep Cammy up there. And then we'll finish off with our Elena at the back. This one is going to get me the best score again. This wasn't really about me getting the score. I just wanted to explain how the shield actually worked. It's number of hits. It's not power of the EX skill. It's number of hits that the EX skill does. Unfortunately, you've seen the other options, and really the only other viable option for you is going to be the Ken one. So, I mean, I'll put it on there just because it's going to help a bit. If it pops at the right time, it's going to help a bit. But chances are it's not going to pop at the right time. That's the issue here. So we'll just wait, and I'll just do all my attacks this time after the shield has been busted, instead of doing the one attack before the shield is busted. So here we go. Takes a second. Bang. Auto. Let's see how the score ends up. So all it's basically doing in this run is making sure that my first attack at least is getting the most amount of damage possible. But again, it's not coming from using the power of that EX skill. It's coming from the number of hits. Now see, whatever that thing is, I'm not sure what that is, right? Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen. but that is clearing the shield constantly. That is doing so many hits that when the shield pops up, it's just going to be clearing it, right? Which is going to make a massive difference to the kind of amount of damage that you could be doing. Oh, that was nearly a high score. I'm not going to waste any more on this because I can't get any more effigy EXP. I'm just wasting my gems at this point. But anyway, I just wanted to give more of an explanation about that. This isn't new. This happened on the last one as well. Gormalagia's skill, EX skill, was out at that point, and it did happen then as well. I just think maybe not many people were aware of it. So maybe they think it's new. I don't know. But it's not. As things progress, if we get more EX skills that dish out physical hits to the unit or whatever, we'll probably find ways to bust those shields even faster, but multi-hits is going to take it down. So technically someone like Zangief doing your attack 2 might be useful because I think he does 7 hits in total, and that would be 7 that take away that portion of the shield. So count in your Ken, which I think took it to 12, plus 7 from Zangief. At that point, your shield's almost gone, but that is going to take a good bit of timing on your part to kind of start the combo just before the shield with Blanca, so it hits damage, and then the shield coming up just as Zangief goes in with his little whirl to kind of take it down a little bit. But you guys who manual things are absolutely fantastic at that. Maybe you'll find a way. I don't know. Hopefully it can somehow help you boost your scores up. If you understand the mechanic, rather than just me saying to you, use this, you know. But if you understand the mechanic, you can sometimes find your own little methods within that to kind of maximise your scores. So it's number of hits the shield takes is 20. Once you've hit it 20 times, the shield's gone, right? So that's what to do. Anyway guys, I've been Hayzink, thanks for watching, and you know what? Next one I'll catch you. Peace.